Good day. My name is Marie-Ève Doucet. I'm 42 years old. I presently live in Chicoutimi, Quebec, with my 10 years old special needs son and my husband who's still serving. I have accumulated over 20 years of service on the CF-18 Hornet as both aviation and non-destructive testing technician. I was medically released in 2021 from Bagotville, Quebec. I would like to focus our discussion today on my service-related exposure to hazardous chemicals. I believe the chemicals I was exposed to during my career not only caused my medical release and my poor health today, but were also the cause of the ongoing problems with my son. In 2018, I was diagnosed with a grade 2 pineocytoma, a tumor of the pineal gland. In 2020, that tumor spread from my brain to my spinal cord. I have had already extensive surgery and maximal radiation treatments. Due to the ongoing progression of my cancer, I recently started begin chemotherapy treatments. I thank the committee for giving me the opportunity to speak. I don't know for how much longer I will be able to continue to advocate for myself on these important issues that I know also impact other women in the military, especially from my trade. You probably have never heard of my type of brain cancer before. It's a very rare and unusual condition, making up less than 1% of all brain cancers. What is known about it suggests that this type of cancer tends to be due to one of two things, either genetics or occupational and environmental exposures. Cancer of any kind does not run my family. I therefore have no evidence of any predisposing genetics for this cancer or any other cancers. This leaves us with the logical alternative that after 20 years of significant exposure to multiple carcinogenic chemicals and ultrafine particles, which are known to be negatively affect the central nervous system, that it was my workplace in the military that aggravated, if not directly caused, my present cancer and also negatively affected my unborn son during my workplace pregnancy. CAF does not presently keep a list of our workplace chemical exposure in our medical files. I think they should. Maybe then, when I filed a VAC claim for brain cancer on March 3rd, 2021, I wouldn't have received a refusal decision on March 24th, a mere 3 weeks later due to lack of proof of my medical condition being related to over 2 decades of chemical exposure of my workplaces. For my appeal, I was informed that I had to provide them with information which was impossible for me to obtain before I could move forward. So like so many other veterans before me and after me, I was caught in a catch-22 situation. There was no way for me to win. I had to abandon my appeal, demanding the impacted veteran to provide the research proof for determining a cancer's original cause, as requested by VAC, is an unfair expectation or ask. I also do believe that women veterans are disproportionately burdened by this systemic unfairness, as the entire adjudication system was set up for men and to support men. Quite understandably, the foundational research for military-related chemical safety and harm has been done on men. There is still little to no government-sponsored research on how women may, if at all, present medically in different ways than men after having workplace chemical exposures. Even though I was medically removed from continued work directly on aircraft while pregnant, I was still to continue working inside that same aircraft hangar with constant exposure to many known occupational hazards, including jet fuel fumes, ultrafine air particles, noise, and vibration. Once again, I have absolutely no genetic predisposition to neurodevelopmental or any other disease in my family. My child was one and the only one in my family to be born with issues. The pediatrician diagnosed him with autistic-like socialization and communication challenge and dyspraxia, a condition impacting his motor skill, coordination, overall development, and overall development. Most of the cost of his ongoing therapy in the present has come from our own pocket. I will always wonder if my son's issue are from the chemicals and ultrafine particles exposure I was ordered to sustain while working still while being pregnant. Moving forward, I ask the committee to recommend that all reasonable sustained chemical exposure in military women causing even plausibly related medical condition to be presumptively approved as service-related. I ask the committee to recommend this proactive approach until such time that government has a strategic military and veteran women-specific research plan in place. Such a research plan would hopefully be able to once and for all prove the workplace safety of these military-specific roles and environments versus expecting the impacted veteran to individually prove their harm. I also request the committee to recommend that DND, CAF, and VAC come together and to investigate the possibility of military women's workplace hazard exposure causing direct harm to their offsprings.